Hello and welcome back to the new series of Red Hat Certified Engineer version 9, that is RHCE 9. So the syllabus of the RHCE 9 is completely based on the Ansible. So uh, Ansible is basically a configuration management tool and orchestration tool. So before going much detail in the Ansible, let's take example for the use case for the Ansible. So suppose if you have one server where you need to configure the web server or maybe create a user, then if we need to do the same task on one or two or three server, then obviously we can log in the individual server and we can perform the task. But suppose we have 50 servers or 100 servers where we have to perform the same task, then logging the individual server individually and doing the configuration would be time consuming and tedious task. So to avoid that, so to manage the configuration on multiple servers simultaneously, we can use this tool called Ansible. So in my case, there are basically two parts in the Ansible. So one is control node, from where we will be controlling the configuration on the other host. So one thing is control node and another is managed node. So managed nodes are the server on which we will be doing the configuration from the control server. So we can either do the configuration on single server or all the servers, so that we can manage from this control node. So let's go to the introduction of the Ansible. So as I told earlier, so it is configuration management and orchestration tool. So it has two sections, basically control node, which is used to control the configuration, and the manage node is the node on which we are going to do the configurations. And so Ansible is basically built using a Python programming language. So whatever we will be doing, so on the back end, it will be using a Python program to do the required changes. And so Ansible has basically a playbook that contains a single task or multiple tasks. So and it is written in the format called YAML. Basically playbook contains the Ansible modules to perform the certain tasks. So what is modules, I will explain it later. For now we can just understand that Ansible playbook has multiple modules to perform a single or multiple tasks. So Ansible playbook, this we will be writing on the control node, and whatever task is defined in this playbook, that will be performed on the managed host or managed node. Okay, now on control node we will have an inventory file. So what inventory file contains is it contains the IP address or FQDN of the managed host. So inventory file is present on the control node, but it has information about the all the managed hosts, and it is written in INI format. So I will explain later how we can write this inventory file. Now Ansible configuration file, so it is .cfg file, so that contains the location of the inventory file, and it has some additional informations, so like remote users or other things, so roles path or collections path and other much more details. So I will explain it later, I will show you later. For now we can mm, like we can see that it contains the basically contains the information of the inventory file and some other informations. So Ansible is not only limited to configure the only Linux, but it can be used to manage the configuration on the Mac, Windows, or network devices, router, switches, firewall, and other things. So it does not necessary to be a Linux server, but it can be Windows or network devices, etc. Now on the control node we will be installing the Ansible packages, whereas on this manage node we need to install the Python